Kidnapped. My name is Rose, and I belong to a middle-class family. Life has always been a struggle for me. When I wanted to join a prestigious college, I couldn't afford the fees like the other girls, as my mother was the only one earning in our household. She worked as a housemaid, and it was just the two of us living together. One day, something strange happened. As I was returning from college, I noticed a man following me. He looked dangerous, and it struck me that I had seen him following me for years. Fear gripped me, and I hurried home. But when I arrived, I saw several armed men in my house. Terrified, I tried to escape, but they surrounded me and forced me into a car. They drove me to a dark, isolated place. I tried to scream, but one of them hit me on the head, and I blacked out. When I regained consciousness, a man was standing before me, laughing. I couldn't see his face in the darkness. I took the chance to run, though I had no idea where I was going. As I ran, I heard footsteps behind me, men trying to catch me. My heart raced as fear took over, and I kept running until they finally caught me and took me back to the same place. The same man stood in front of me again. He seemed familiar, but I couldn't place him. I tried to remember, and then it hit me, this man lived in the house where my mother worked. Suddenly, I heard someone say, "Kill her." I was horrified, and just as they came to attack me, a boy appeared out of nowhere and saved me. He was surrounded by bodyguards, clearly someone very wealthy and powerful. A commotion followed, and in the chaos, the boy took me with him. He drove fast, like he was desperate to protect me. I wanted to ask him so many things, but I couldn't speak. His car eventually stopped, and I was still trembling with fear. I finally gathered the courage to say, "I want to go home." He didn't respond. I asked again, but he remained silent. I began to cry, and after a long pause, he finally said, "You can't go home. You're not safe." Confused, I asked, "Why? What did I do? Why do these people want to kill me? I'm just a poor girl." He looked at me and said, "You are not poor." Shocked, I stared at him as he continued, "You belong to a royal family." I was speechless. This couldn't be true. "You are mistaken," I stammered. "I'm just an ordinary girl, and my mother." "She's not your mother," he interrupted. He then told me everything. I was the only daughter of a royal family, and my parents had many enemies. The people who had kidnapped me were the same ones who had murdered my real parents. The woman I called mother wasn't my biological mother, she was a maid in our royal household. When my parents were killed, she took me away to keep me safe, and raised me as her own. But those men found her, and she too was murdered. I felt a surge of grief, tears streaming down my face. I was lost, not knowing what to do or where to go. "What am I supposed to do now?" I asked, feeling utterly helpless. "Who are you?" I demanded, looking at the boy who had saved me. "Why are you helping me?" "My name is Marlio," he said, his voice calm and reassuring. "My father was your father's best friend. Before he died, he promised your father he would protect you. When we found out you were alive and in danger, my father sent me to rescue you." I stared at him, still overwhelmed by everything I had just learned. But one thing was clear, I wasn't the girl I thought I was. My life was about to change forever.